Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a very special XWA Onslaught. It seems that we are already being greeted with the Crash Out King himself, FNO. That FNO had not been seen pretty much after Gauntlet of the Immortals. However, well, he is returning in the opening match. Well, for this special Onslaught show. And mind you, this is technically going to be the last Onslaught show before we turn our sights to Los Angeles, California, where that will be for XWA's tidal wave on June 2nd. Well, this Sunday, June 2nd, I should say. Well, it's here on, well, the Sunday on June 2nd. Well, no. Let me think. Yeah, I think it might be tonight. Well, no, tidal wave might happen either tomorrow or on the 2nd of June. But anyways, here is the new XWA International Champion Forever Jimmy, after pretty much coming off of a, I want to say, a controversial matchup between him against Haven for the international title, in which Jimmy managed to rip the title off of Haven right before his overall title reign even started. And I believe that might be, and I believe if we want to give Haven an award right now, we might as well give him an award for the shortest title reign in the span of, pretty much in the span of 1 day. But never minding that, now we're trying to focus on to the match. And I can share a little bit of history with these two, that these two men that are in the ring right now have pretty much formed a 3-man faction, and that being the Pillars, and pretty much that being the 3 pillars of heaven of what they once were known. However, the faction ended up being imploded, and it ended up causing pretty much for the 3 members to pretty much just leave the faction and go their separate ways. And surprisingly enough, 2 out of the 3 members are currently in ring fighting. The 3rd member just happened to be, well, they. But we don't know, will he actually be here in the XWA, as rumors are circling around that we could see the 3 Pillars of Heaven reunion later down the road. But no one knows for sure. Now that FNO trying to throw Jimmy into the ropes and counters it with a beautiful suplex in the center of the ring. And Jimmy said that he doesn't want this fight to be a title match, because he may or may not put the title on the line for title wave, but we just gonna have to wait and see. But now, man, to get FNO up and down with the Samoan drop. And before Jimmy trying to regain control of the match, however, it will be FNO, but Jimmy, looking that he may have freed himself. Bouncing off the rope, ducking under go for Jimmy. And almost try to connect with some sort of shoulder tackle, I think. Probably not, but now Forever Jimmy has F&O up and drops him onto the top turnbuckle. And just attack to the lower midsection before finishing off with a complete arm straight to the head of F&O. And kick out by one, as you see here. And again, Jimmy gonna try and target like the midsection of F&O, trying to weaken him. F&O managed to deliver a counter. Also, we do have an update regarding on Mr. Blue and saying that he is okay after, well, pretty much after the assault that happened backstage. But now with that being done, well, Mr. Blue is now issuing a warning to Nitro saying that what you just did was just fired the first bullet. At Tidal Wave, I'll be the one to put the final nail in your coffin. Forever. But refocusing back on the match here, is that for Forever Jimmy now just throwing F&O into the blacked out steel stairs. I don't think F&O will be okay after that. And Jimmy's gonna try and win due to count out, but trying to go onto the top turnbuckle. Whatever Jimmy tried to do here, and goes for a diving clothesline. And not only that would take down F&O, but it'll also restart the ref count that both men are outside of the ring. And it seems that Forever Jimmy, but has said online saying that for F&O, pretty much Jimmy just wants to know where the hell did F&O get a crown. Did he get a crown for pretty much being the biggest yapper in wrestling? Or did he get it for being a complete douchebag outside of the ring? You pretty much make up the decision. However, Jimmy is probably going to be able to shut up F&O once and for all. From what we know of, F&O can get pretty damn annoying when he's not booked in matches. And I'm back inside the ring for Jimmy and F&O. It's looking for F&O could possibly finish this match off immediately if he managed to have the time is right. Now they're trying to plant Jimmy into the mat. But now for Jimmy now pretty much being worked by F&O, and whatever F&O might have planned to do is not going to be good. But covered out by F&O. And Forever Jimmy kicks out at 2. They're just being thrown to the side with absolute ease. Jimmy managed to find a way to counter it. And now, at least trying to choke the life out of F&O. But F&O is going to keep this fight going. And now hooking the legs come from F&O to Jimmy. And Jimmy kicks out at 1. Now for F&O, try to at least get a hold on Forever Jimmy, looking to pretty much use the British Crusade. But Jimmy managed to put an end to it with the Angel Spear, but F&O would kick out at 2. And now looking at Jimmy, now managed to lock F&O into guillotine choke, and that's gonna make F&O tap, and that would be the end of the match. Now Jimmy is your winner, although the match was not even for the title, but he acted like it was pretty much for the title that was on the line. Now that's what I call complete commitment. But speaking of title defenses, speaking of title defenses, there are actually two superstars that are willing to put their title up on the line. I can just figure out. Well, I feel decent once I'm feeling in the best mood right now, but I feel decent. I know. But also, we can't say that from yesterday, well, the chairman, Denver Lucas, or Denver anti-Lucas, had came out to say this, saying, in regards of the two matches that were overall skipped last night, those two matches will be held tonight. That being the tag team match. That would be the tag team match between, well, Megan Page and Sylvia versus Rachel Danielson and Rebecca Storm. Or at least that's for the tag match. And, which now has been confirmed to be the main event of tonight, will be the Gauntlet match. But pretty much will end up being pretty much what Anti has confirmed, that the 5-man gauntlet, well, pretty much the 5-man first contender match, have been changed to a 6-man battle royal for the #1 contender for the XWA Heavyweight Champion, currently being held by MYS, in which, in even bigger news, MYS will be on commentary during that match. Bro, you do know this is literally a WWE game, and I decided to make a company inside of a video game just for shits and giggles. Originally it was for shits and giggles, but I decided to, you know what, I'm gonna make this for entertainment purposes so that way people can literally look at this. And that's how we end up here. Anyways, here are the women's XWA champion, and that being Twin Crows. For the members consisting of Marie Luciano and, surprisingly enough, her younger sister, well, Alexa Luciano, as both are making their way down to the ring. And pretty much we don't see the crowd because the lights are literally cut to black. Well, ain't that hilarious? We already figured out one of the current goals for Twin Crows, and that was to secure championship gold. Now the Twin Crows are in the ring, pretty much ready to defend the belts. And for their opponents, and yeah, some of the wrestlers don't have themes for a lot of reasons. But of course, here is Ash by JP. And technically, this was considered to be the in-ring return for both of these women, both being Ashley Cruz and Samantha JP. Reason being, they decided to take a small break from in-ring action, but now they are back, and they are looking to secure tag team gold. Honestly, I just prefer both. Like, AEW has pretty much its own shit going on. It's ain't going for WWE. But at the end of the day, it's just a wrestling company and all. They're both decent. But if I had to choose one, I'm gonna have to go with WWE. Now you can see the camera is focusing on Ash by JP. And after they got tearing down for their opponents being Twin Crows, the current women's tag team champions. Well, yeah, I'm waiting. I'm just patiently waiting for the update. But I'm gonna have to focus on commentating this matchup here. And now the match is official, and starting off the tag team match would be Ashley Cruz and Alexa Luciano. And already a tag made. Here comes Samantha JP. Well, at least trying to put down, well, the women's tag champion. There's the big body splash being missed by Alexa Luciano. Big boot to the lower midsection, missing with a springboard cutter. It is very common to see that in the XWA. And Alabama Slam. Well, I want to say that could have been an Alabama Slam, but it might not be. And there, with the running splash, you can tell that Samantha JP does overall need to have her moveset pretty much changed. But at the same time she doesn't. Well, into the corner, go for Alexa Luciano, managed to break away from it, and now trying to at least carry Samantha JP into her corner, but not going to be for a whole lot longer. Ever a duck under, hopping over, and now man to grab Alexa Luciano and slamming her flat into the ring. Cover now for the championship. Alexa will kick out in the near fall. Now you're trying to target. Whoa. We're trying to target the left handspring. Tag made, and now Maria Luciano is made legal. And after the majority of this matchup, well, better yet, after what you can see for, at least for a moment ago, you see for Ashley Cruz literally reaching out her hand and try to beg Samantha to go for a hot tag. However, Maria Luciano will intercept. Tag made, and now, after both Twin Crows have something in mind, and there's a double. well, and there is the double elbow smash straight straight to the face of Samantha JP. However, as she almost tried to go for some major slam, it'll be Alexa that would counter with a DDT out of nowhere. And looking at for the champions, Twin Crows, possibly looking for an easy title defense. Tag made, Maria Luciano is now legal, and I don't think Samantha JP knows about it, but she could be. And get to the lower midsection, and for Maria Luciano trying to at least pull the strings and taking down their opponent. And stomp to the right arm. Tag made Ashley Cruz, and now back to being the leader woman, and already starting off with Sling Blade, and now turning her attention to Alexa Luciano, and it's not going to be pretty for her. And a slam onto the apron back first. Well, someone is not going to be happy. Well, somebody's going to definitely have a bit of back problems going into Tidal Wave on June 2nd or June 1st. Depends on, pretty much depends on how I feel tomorrow. And it seemed that Maria Luciano is now trying to get payback for her twin sister. And another Sling Blade, and it seemed that for Ashley Cruz, at least trying to use almost the same exact body splash move as her friend that is on ringside. And as for Maria Luciano, pretty much trying to take out the trash. And if we're looking on ringside, we don't even see Alexa Luciano being back onto, we're pretty much close to the turnbuckle. She might actually be severely out of competition pretty much after taking that major apron spot. We might need a medical team out here on standby. It seemed that Maria Luciano is going to take this fight alone. But wait, they are focusing on ringside as Ashley Cruz is trying to attack, well, Alexa Luciano, but it seemed that might have just made her come back to her senses. But wait a second, now Alexa Luciano rolling her, or at least sliding herself into the ring. But problem is, she is not the legal woman. She can easily get counted out for it. And there's the springboard cutter, meant to be landed by Alexa. Well, no, not Alexa, but Ashley Cruz, and hooking the leg. And Maria Luciano kicks out at 1. And this is just only your second match here, ladies and gentlemen. After Ashley Cruz is just trying for her absolute hardest in order for her and her teammate to secure some tag team gold and go into FWA Tidal Wave in style. And there's the takedown by Maria Luciano. Now trying to, I don't even want to know if that even a move that she had, but and now that she's just showing off, but instead managed to deliver a boot to the lower back of Ashley Cruz. Tag made. Here comes Alexa Luciano. Although she might just have a tad bit of back pain, but she's gonna try. But after seeing this, she's gonna fight through, like the lower back pain. And there it is. I want to say that would be the chapter 7. But of course the pinfall ended up being broken up thanks to Samantha JP. After Ashley Cruz, pretty much her whole left hand being stomped out. And as Ashley Cruz being thrown to the side and tag made, well, Maria Luciano is now back to being the legal woman. and ready to dish out even more damage. Now for Ashley Cruz, and going for the rear naked choke strategy, trying to at least make Marie Luciano tap. However, it won't work. Now for Ashley Cruz, trying to go with a heel kick to the side of the face. Tag made. Now Samantha JP, and now you're the legal woman. And now hooking the leg for the championships. And Marie would be the one to kick out before 3. The big boot ends up connecting to the face. And stomp onto the arm by Samantha JP. And now he managed to lift up Marie Luciano, just carry her around the ring before dropping her back down to earth. And tag me, Ashley Cruz, well, comes back into the fight. For Cruz to try to prevent any tags made by Twin Crows. However, she's gonna fail at it. Tag made, and Alexa Luciano now made legal. And again, another elbow strike, and whatever Alexa has in store for Ashley Cruz is not going to be good. Tag made, and Marie Luciano is now back to being the legal woman. However, Ashley is going to try and fight her way to victory, throwing Marie Luciano out, which would be smart. But now, as you're trying to take most of her target, let alone most of her attention onto Alexa, dropping her on the apron again and put her out cold. But I believe her putting all the attention onto Alexa, that might just be pretty much, that might be a way for Marie Luciano to capitalize on this situation. And now for Marie, literally just staring down Ashley Cruz with literal death in her eyes. And now, and there it is, the show eject cover. However, pinfall got broken up by JP. And tag made. Now Alexa Luciano is back in the fight. And now it's a $1 million face breaker. Hooking the leg to retain. And Ashley Cruz kicked out of 2. Pretty much this match could go on forever, and how for all 4 of these women tried to take this match. Now, for Alexa Luciano, just too busy trying to showboat. But I believe with all that showboating, she's also trying to prevent Ashley Cruz from making the hot tag by literally blocking her way. And now, I believe Alexa is going to pay for those actions. And now for Ashley Cruz, now lifting up Alexa Luciano. Before dropping her, well, back onto the apron, counter by Alexa. And I believe she's saying this fight will be over. And I don't even know that Alexa pretty much now realized that Samantha JP is now the legal woman. And there is the running knee straight to the chin. However, Marie would end up making the save, literally telling Alexa to fucking focus on the match and not show off. But I believe that might just be the cause. Look at the leg. And Alexa Luciano breaks that pin. And now for Alexa trying to put this match JP into a corner, attack made for Marie Luciano, and they're going to connect with pretty much with an elbow smash, and there goes with Ashley Cruz being sent off the ring, and there is the $1 Million face breaker inspired by Alexa Luciano, but seems, oh no, and this might be over for JP, and there is the spear, and it might be over for Ash by JP, but it's not. Samantha JP managed to kick out of the spear, and we know she is in a lot of pain. But now, the hell is Marie Luciano trying to do? And not gonna look good. Wait a second! What the hell? And it seemed that for Marie Luciano, it literally doing everything with pretty much trying to do everything in her power to pretty much put down either one of these opponents to retain the belts. And there is the code 5 by Samantha JP, but Marie Luciano breaks up the pin yet again. And I think we can tell that Samantha JP is a little bit pissed off. And that she really wants to go after, well, Marie Luciano, but can't because she is not legal. But pretty much there is the Death Valley Drive. But tag made and Alexa Luciano made legal. And she is still trying to do her absolute best and taking down her opponent, no pun intended, for what Alexa had done in the ring just a second ago. And now just throwing Ashley Cruz into the corner. And I do not like the look in the eye for Alexa. And there is the chapter. Well, pretty much there is the chapter 7. However, for Samantha JP, again trying to make the save for her teammate. And now Ashley Cruz almost looking that she managed to get up first. And tag mate Samantha JP is now back to being a legal woman again. Whatever Samantha JP trying to do here. And now you're trying to throw and slam Alexa down. And we have new champions. And it seemed that Act by JP have returned and they have secured championship gold. So ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your new women's tag champions, Ash by JP. But now after that long, or pretty much after that long and hard-fought match, our next match will be Reese Logan versus, I want to say, a strange-looking, Emily Marshall. And we noticed that she has been acting different ever since she has returned but I think it's now coming into full effect tonight. So now, and we're literally in our third match of the night. After Reese Logan pretty much making her absolute stunning way to the ring. Don't tell anyone I said that. That was only in the script. After Reese Logan pretty much is kind of a bit weirded out by everyone backstage. However, she is saying that she will literally fight anyone, anywhere, at any time, if the match will be a certified 5-star. And note the fact she said anyone and anywhere, and I believe all we need to say for her is to be careful what she wishes for. And what the? What the hell? Well, the Titantrons knew. What the hell? No, it can't be. Did Emily Marshall end up stealing MYS's previous gimmick? I think she probably has, because the colors of her attire look roughly familiar, let alone the mask looks oddly familiar. So MYS said that he killed off the Dark Horse, and I believe it now had taken a new, and I believe the Dark Horse had now taken a new host. Well, pretty much meant to take a new host. That's what I fucking said. I have trouble speaking. But it seems that the Dark Horse has been resurrected and now it's under a woman's host, that being Emily Marshall. Or from what most people are saying, like being named the Dark Horse is a curse. But in all due respect, it was probably just because some people were saying that MYS and Emily Marshall, or at least for MYS, like, I'm just overall confused. But from what the rumors are saying online is Emily Marshall could be technically the potential biological daughter of Emily Marshall, in which for MYS had came out and said that those rumors are confirmed false. Well, me and Emily Marshall, Emily Marshall is not even my daughter. Not even once. Sure, we may share the same exact skill in a wrestling ring, but that doesn't mean that Marshall is pretty much my daughter in any way. Like, no. So as the rumors are confirmed false, I think that Emily Marshall is trying to at least follow in the footsteps of MYS, but as we're seeing now, I don't think this might be a step in the right direction for anyone. Because Emily Marshall used to be pretty much the nicest woman on the roster, but now It seemed like her whole attitude and her overall mood in ring had just suddenly got fucking changed overnight. It seemed that Reese Logan almost looking that she could put an end to this, but not in the eyes of Emily Marshall. It seemed that Emily Marshall being the new face, as in pretty much being the new dark horse of the XWA. And I don't know what MYS are gonna have, pretty much gonna have to say about this, but this is just overall, pretty much this is just not only what insane, but also a massive risk in the XWA. And for Reese Logan, at least trying to cut off any pulses to the brain, Emily Marshall hooking the leg, and Marshall kicks out at 1. And for Marshall trying to go off for a springboard cutter, and it connects somehow. And I was looking at you trying to go for another springboard cutter. Now, whatever Emily Marshall had plans here, she's going onto the top rope, but immediately gets down. You see, she is a bit smart, being thrown into the ropes. And there's the spine buster from Reese Logan, hooking the leg. And Emily Marshall kicks out at 2. But Reese Logan is still a tad bit confused. And why did Emily Marshall pretty much take MYS's previous gimmick and thinking it would work? And now for Reese Logan on top rope, going for a possible frog splash. For Emily Marshall at the counter. Wait a second. You don't even know what Marshall was attempting to do. But not going to be pretty for whoever does it. Now it seems for both women going for the counter then. I believe that was the chapter 0 that Emily Marshall just landed on Reese Logan. Pretty much going for a cover. But Reese Logan kicks out. And now Emily Marshall realized this might be the only way to finish off Logan. And no. No! And the kill switch engaged. And Reese Logan, surprisingly enough, managed to kick out of MYS's old finisher, the kill switch. Yeah, I'm not sure about those allegations regarding MYS and Emily Marshall. But it's looking that Emily Marshall might just attempt to take the Dark Horse gimmick and run away with it, but the pop-up Samoan drop might put an end to it. But a kick out at a near fall would prevent Reese Logan from winning. And for Marshall just wisely rolling herself out of the ring, it's not going to be pretty here. For Reese Logan going off the top and landing immediately onto Emily Marshall. Also, hi, how's it going? Now for Emily Marshall throwing Reese Logan back into the ring and back inside the ring. Oh, it's simple, but it's really hard to explain. But covered now by Emily Marshall. Where Reese Logan ends up kicking out at 2. And it seemed that the cockiness of Emily Marshall was slightly kicking in, trying to at least get Reese Logan up. And now, there is the face breaker onto Reese Logan, but she immediately gets up out of it. And Reeve Logan now has Emily Marshall into some sort of hold. Cutting off the blood flow for just only a few seconds. And there's the leg drop connecting. And Reeve Logan literally just yelling out, well, come on. And off top rope, landing for a body splash, hooking the leg of Emily Marshall. But Marshall would kick out. And now, the Velvet Woman trying to trade blows in the center of the ring, which possibly sounds wrong in a way, so I'm probably not going to say that. And looking at for whoever wins this fight, and there's the surprise super kick straight onto Emily Marshall. Wait a second, seems that she's getting up out of it. And I don't even know what the hell you're even calling that move, so I'm not even going to try and name it. And there is another pop-up Samoan drop by Reeve Logan, hooking the leg. And Reeve Logan would put away, well, the quote-unquote dark horse, Emily Marshall. What time is it? Alright, so now, with that out of the way, we move on to another tag team match. I know, crazy, right? It's gonna take a while. Which is why I got an idea. You know what? Fuck it. It hasn't been done before. We gonna do this. Perfect. You know what? Never been done before, but god damn it, we're gonna do it now. We're gonna have a cage fight. Reason why I'm not using universe mode, cause number one is the absolute hell to set up. Number two, I had to make all the tag teams again. Number three, I had to assign some champions that didn't even win any belts in this company yet. And number four, it would just be pretty much overall fucking confusing. Which is why I don't do it. I had planned to do it, but I decided, nah, I'm gonna hold off on it. It's gonna come out later. Trust. Okay, not really, I'm lying, but still. I just never had any interest in doing a universe mode. I think I done one in the last game, but it went to shit, as pretty much most of my ideas end up going, surprisingly. So there's that. Now, alright, I think this match will go good. And click. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that's for your next matchup. It's gonna be a cage fight match, but it's gonna be with tag teams this time, because I'm looking through the record books. We only had
when you pour a drink in the sink, make sure you rinse it out after, because then it dries in the sink. It needs to be scrubbed.
So as I'm looking through the record books here, I think we only have a majority of 3 cage fight matches. One with Redacted, the other with Tyler Ford versus Mr. Blue for the FWA Heavyweight Champion, and the most recent one being with MYS versus Solji, and considered to be Solji's retirement match. Unfortunately, no, most of these cards are not available to download. However, I will make an exception. Whenever all this FWA nonsense is done, and possibly in a year, almost half of these cards you're seeing in this company will probably be listed to download. I think. I don't know. Cause listen, I made one of them downloadable, and then I end up in some controversial shit. So, not doing that again. And possibly for the better. And of course, here are the two members of Riot Control, that being Megan Page and Sylvia, which, judging from the looks of it, it seemed that Sylvia not pretty much not as muscular as she was before. Oh, you want controversy? Look up my Twitter account and look what the fuck I posted in the last few weeks. There will be your answer. Oh, and I'll give you a hint. It involves a certain community that technically does not want to be talked shit to. We're not going to speak of that. Forever, as a matter of fact. Anyways. Where was I? Hold on, let me pull up the script. Alright, good. I'm dying. But now, here comes one of the temporary tag teams, and that being a literal gimmick copycat of a fucking wrestler, that being Rachel Danielson. As you can guess from the attire and the whole inspiration that you're going with as of right now is obviously main event Mr. Blue. And honestly, I kind of find it hilarious how it looks stupidly accurate. Yeah, I even doubt that Rachel Danielson can get the entire Onslaught arena hype. Look, I mean, she's getting the hang of it. Also, I will say this right now, the official rating, like the actual age rating of all XWA shows are rated pretty much 18 plus or rated R. And I should have fucking clarified that on the first episode. Oh well. Better late than never. And here, one of the newer wrestlers here, that being Rebecca Storm. And if I'm reading this piece of paper correctly, that Rebecca Storm pretty much comes in at a height of 6 foot, at like 6'7" or 6'6". Oh, you wanna know my Twitter handle? Well, it's nowhere. And you wanna know why it's nowhere? It's because most people want me dead. Hence the reason why. Oh, and about what I said earlier, most companies literally tried to get my ass fired. And the reason why my call is controversial is because of the absurd moveset I have on my characters. So, with that being said, I think you can kind of put the pieces of the puzzle together. And already is looking at Rebecca Storm is trying to get herself out of the steel cage. And pretty much for all 4 of these women, it technically would be their first time even in a steel cage match. But I think if I were to go ahead and call bullshit in this match, what's really the bullshit thing is that for Rebecca Storm pretty much being the tallest woman in this matchup. Cause like most of the women in this match are technically either like, I don't know, like 5'9" or 5'11". And here we have Rebecca Storm pretty much being almost 7 foot tall. Which is kind of hilarious, not gonna lie. But now it seems that riot control might have a little bit of an advantage. And that they're inside of a cage, they can probably do some pretty insane shit. I know Megan Page is already getting dumb ideas trying to jump off the top of the cage with a trash can above her head. Okay, you know what? Now saying it, why the fuck did I just accidentally give her an idea? Alright. I'm just gonna go ahead and openly say this. If Megan Page tried to jump off the fucking top of the damn cage with a trash can above her head, don't say I didn't warn you, because technically she is an excellent high flyer, as you can see here. Never mind. You can ignore that. Oh shit, SmackDown is on. Let me pull that shit up on my phone and watch it. Pull that half volume. Alright, there. So now it seems that the team of Rachel Danielson and Rebecca Storm are now pretty much taking control of the matchup. But if I were to say for a great equalizer in the ring, that being, well, do I even need to say it again? Because pretty sure you already heard it the first time. But you can see what I mean about a great equalizer in this match. I believe Rachel Danielson had made the right call and at least putting Rebecca Storm into the tag team match. Because majority of all the cage fight matches were all pretty much one-on-one matches, but never in our lives it would end up being a tag team match. That for Megan Page already being put down. I also forgot to say, in a cage fight, the only way to win is either by submission, pinfall, or escaping the absolute cage for your team. And from the look of it, it's seeming that Rebecca Storm is gonna take, well, probably gonna utilize the opportunity, while Rachel Danielson is just pretty much being a one-woman army. I think. After Rebecca Storm pretty much using her overall height, and she manages to get out the ring. And I also forgot to say this, it's gonna have to be both team members to get out of the cage in order to be classified as a win. So the match would keep on going. So now it seems that Rachel Danielson might actually be at an overall disadvantage with both members of Riot Control in ring. However, looking at Megan Page is trying to escape the cage. But wait a second, and now for Rachel Danielson trying to intercept and try to get Megan Page down. And you can see that both Megan Page and Sylvia have a lot of chemistry in the ring, working together as a team. And it's almost seeming that for Megan Page and to get up and over the cage, and she will be the one to escape the cage fight. And now this fight is not back to being a fair one-on-one. Well, I guess you could say an unfair one-on-one, being Rachel Danielson versus, well, Sylvia. And after Sylvia has Rachel Danielson into pretty much some Samoan hold, as you what to call. Speaking of which, as said during the entrance, Sylvia pretty much doesn't look all that muscular as she does before. And I believe that because she decided to let herself go and gain a few extra pounds of, oh no. Yup, R.I.P. to Rachel Danielson. And pretty much there is pretty much the Berserkers, or what the Samoan hatchet is what we're calling that move, as a matter of fact. And not gonna lie, maybe that was what should have been called in WWE. Instead of a Samoan spike, we call it the Samoan axe or the fucking hatchet. And that was Sylvia down, and now she's trying to chase after Well, Rachel Danielson, it seems that she's already on the top of the cage trying to escape Sylvia. But now Sylvia managed to get Rachel Danielson before she even escapes the whole cage. And whatever, it seemed that for both women could go to extreme lengths. And remember, as I said earlier, the only way to win is by either climbing out of the cage or by pinfall and submission. And they're to roll up in a super kick connecting to the face. Well, Sylvia, she will be temporarily down. And after Rachel Danielson might have a way to capitalize on this opportunity, try to make a run for it. But now for Sylvia, once again on hot pursuit. Wait, if I remember correctly, I think I could use a free cam for this. Holy fuck, I can. Alright. We're good. I can use a free cam in fucking steel cage matches. And I might do this in the future, but from there's the first like kick to the midsection and an overall slap into the face. Alright, hold on. But now for Rachel Danielson trying to get the rollover and a super kick. It seems that Sylvia is at least trying to give her absolute all into facing off against Rachel Danielson, and there goes another super kick. I also forgot to mention that you can also win the match by pretty much escaping the cage, but now for Rachel Danielson is trying to at least climb above the cage and make the escape. But wait a second, here comes Sylvia. But it seems that Rachel Danielson managed to fight off pretty much the powerhouse of Riot Control after Sylvia managed to be already backed up and thinking to herself, well, we're fucked. And your winners of the cage fight match by escaping the cage will be Rachel Danielson and Rebecca Storm. Yeah, I think I sense a permanent, I think we might be sensing a little bit of a potential tag team, well, from temporary to possibly a little bit of a forming tag team, and maybe a little bit of a friendship being formed with Rachel Danielson and Rebecca Storm. Alright, we only got 2 more matches until main event, so that's going to be hilarious. And I think the main event is probably going to be not only absurd, but also fucking hilarious. Because I'm actually curious who will win this match to face off against my character at FWA time first or second. As I already fucking mentioned multiple times. Alright. Where the Nope. Bingo. Alright, perfect. Once the show is done, I'm gonna go ahead and watch the rest of Friday Night SmackDown. And who knows, you might as well just stay tuned and take a good ass look at like the community pages I have on YouTube, because there might just be another match being announced for Tidal Wave. And I might even send out Shit, I don't know. I'm thinking here, like, I'm thinking, should I send out the match cards on my community post or on my TikTok? You know what, maybe I might do it. Maybe I might send out the match cards on my TikTok again, because I did it before, but I don't know why I stopped. Oh well, I'll figure it out later on. And here comes the quote-unquote king of the XWA. Cameraman, you have to focus on the stage. Also, this is just a lighting issue. We're still working on fixing that as we speak. But while we should be focusing on this match, I actually received a call. Well, there had been a call from the chairman saying that he is willing, and pretty much that he is willing, well, to face off against with the NWA Underground General Manager, Hurtful Shadows, for his personalized belt. And that will be held on NWA Tidal Wave. And to which of Denver Lucas's surprise, Hurtful ends up accepting. Now for Austin King is already in the ring as he awaits his challenge. And here at the Tank, Steve Barron. Now, of course, judging from the overall look of Steve Barron, as he's just wearing a casual, like, pretty much wearing a school sweatshirt, sure, he may not look like that he is that big. However, the moment he takes off the school sweatshirt, you can actually see how stupidly ripped this man is. This man is literally just speaking trouble. And when there's trouble, or at least this man is just saying he wants war. And when there's war, you have to bring out a tank. And that tank is Steve Barron. And you wanted to fight up against, well, pretty much a former ally in the indie circuit, that being Austin King. And the match has already begun. It seemed that for Austin King managed to stop Steve Barron's like running attack. That for the majority of the match, well, off the ropes, and there is a Samoan drop connecting onto Steve Barron. After Steve Barron already being hoisted up. So, not even looking good for Austin King, or should be saying that for Steve Barron. Now for Barron, Never mind, it should be Austin King saying that she may have to get the counter. Have a deep Baron. Almost literally being an absolute showboat in the ring. Pretty much for as big of a pretty much as big of an opponent that he is, he does have genuine respect for his opponents. And one of those opponents he deeply respects above all is that being Austin King. And I'm sure most people noted, but during NWA title wave, an announcement will be made. An announcement will be made during the XWA kickoff show, so be on the lookout for that. But now, wait a second, now D Baron now has Austin King in a bad predicament, hooking the leg, and King kicks out. I'm currently tapping with Discord. And here's the cover by Deep Baron. Okay, alright, hold on. And there goes the King Splash from Austin King to Deep Baron. And that pinfall could have been a 3. Sorry for that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not even going to commentate this match. Y'all just gonna have some real graps. Don't worry, I'm just scrolling on Discord to see if there's anything, like, important. Alright, there's not. But now, who could White go for Austin King? And Austin King would be the one to win the match. I'm gonna be right back. What the hell did I just come back to?
Oh no.
You weren't saying random shit while having a commentary mic, now did you? Welcome back to FWA Onslaught. Currently, we're in the match before main event. And here comes, I want to see, a surprising member of SW, well no, not member of SWA, but one member of the Dark Horse's henchmen, and that being Ray Avalanche Loud. And from what I'm looking here in this damn script that just for some reason doesn't even want to be fucking correct with the damn show, but surprisingly this time it's correct. It's saying that for Ray, pretty much for Ray Avalanche is actually the mom, well pretty much is actually the mom of MYS, in which he will be on commentary for the main event. Now the match is official, and the Avalanche now has pretty much main control over the match against Emma Ford. And there's a nasty gut punch straight from pretty much straight to Emma Ford. For the Avalanche, they're trying to make sure that for Emma Ford will not be going to SWA title wave. Their neck breaker. Now for Emma Ford, she's trying to carry, I want to say, pretty much try to carry all the weight of the Avalanche pretty much onto the apron, but kind of work. And you can see that for Emma Ford, although she looks small in terms of having muscles, but she can actually like do some impressive things in the ring. For Emma Ford on the top rope, going for it, landing immediately onto Avalanche, hooking the leg. Avalanche kicks out 1. And pretty much have a little bit of a fight going on in the center of the ring. Countered by Avalanche. Now for both women taking majority of this fight, it looks like no one took the win, but now for Emma Ford looking to put an end to Avalanche, but with sudden ease, slamming her directly on the mat and going out of the ring. And round and round, where they go, wherever they stop, only Ford will know. And now for Avalanche, kind of use anything within her potential. But now for Emma Ford, now ready to put an end to the Avalanche. However, Avalanche managed to have a counter over. Oh, but there's the big boot. Well, connecting and putting her straight down. And for Emma Ford trying to at least find a singular weak point in the Avalanche. And almost looking like she may have found one. And she's trying to use the entirety of the ring to her overall advantage. Now, it seems that Emma Ford might have a possible winning strategy and to take down the Avalanche. And from the top rope, there goes the elbow drop. Back inside the ring for both women. And here's the pinfall attempt by Emma Ford. As Avalanche kicked out of 2. And a big boot by the Avalanche here. But now, Emma Ford might have been in potential danger. And there is the Avalanche slam. Well, now pretty much the move we call Call of Thunder. But now, submission hold locked in. Will Emma Ford tap? And she escapes. And she managed to escape it. And the fight could go on for a little while longer. For Emma Ford trying to put away the Avalanche. But instead, Emma wants Avalanche up, and there is pretty much the hammer fist But now Emma Ford on the top and going for the outlaw splash, hooking the leg of Avalanche. But you just won't stay down. Now Emma Ford now trying to utilize her only opportunity, and that is to go for the buckshot lariat, hooking the leg. And Avalanche managed to kick out in a near fall. Now for Emma Ford, off the top ropes into an elbow drop, connecting onto Avalanche, hooking the leg again. And Emma Ford will get the win. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is now main event time in the XWA. And this of course will pray, but no. Of course, this match will go ahead and decide on who would go. This match will pretty much decide who is going to Las Vegas. Was ooh, yo Hunter, get a load of this. Hunter. Ah, fuck it. You can just look at the results on Twitter or YouTube. Oh well, alright, let's see here. I got you. So pretty much, you can see that there's the extra slot being opened up. And pretty much an extra slot being opened up here in the XW, and pretty much an XWA World First Contender match. And we can go ahead, and while this is already happening, we can go ahead and welcome while pretty much at the rest of the competitors are being ready, are trying to get themselves ready backstage, we can go ahead and welcome, so I say we can go ahead and give a warm welcome to the XWA Heavyweight Champion MYS, who is on commentary. Hello, what's up? So MYS, how do you feel about this overall matchup? For the main event to decide who will be who will you be facing at title with? Well, honestly, in this, well, not really. Damn, that's crazy. What do you want? This match should be going active in just a few minutes. Doing decent. Also, I'm gonna go AFK while this match is trying its best to load. So, I shall return.
Actually, never mind. I'm not going to do that.
I mean, I have NYS on commentary. The match that was scheduled for one fall. So of course here is competitor number 1 being Lucas Paxley. So yes, as Lucas Paxley is ready to take on anyone in his way and try to make sure he ends up becoming the number 1 contender in this matchup. And here comes opponent number 2. Now let me see here. I have no idea. That Money Making Matters in ring. Here comes the next opponent. So of course here is, well, a new XWA signing, that being Dean Fisher. Okay, And yes, as we said before, MYS is on commentary with us. Okay, if anything, Dean Fisher literally looks like, I don't know, someone from Watch Dogs or something. Is he from Great Britain? Because he looks like he could be from there. Actually, his mom is British. Oh, word? Hey, yo, someone give me her number now. Oh, wait, this is live television. My bad. And here comes one half of Fantasma del Fuego line. To ask for Lime is in the ring. Now oh shit. And now, here comes the 99 overall. And now, the number one the qualifying match is now on. So pretty much, as a lot of people are rooting for the 99 overall to take the win. However, that would be damn near insane. Now, mind you, the last person standing in this battle royal was declared not only the winner, but also the #1 contender for the XWA heavyweight title. So honestly, what is your opinion on this match, Warriors? Well, honestly, first of all, you need to acknowledge the fact that there's literally 6 people in a battle royal, and they're literally fighting for a shot to go up against me at Tidal Wave. So they're gonna have to give it their absolute all if they want to prove worthy of this belt. But if there's one that I say we should keep an eye out on, well, is Ryan Stone and Chris Danger. But mostly Chris Danger, because I actually seen his debut match in DPW, and he actually put one hell of a fight, minus the big ass scab that he had across his arm, which, but right now, I think he probably has that patched up, and he is doing absolutely fine in this ring. So, if honestly, I don't care who wins this match. All I care about is the opponent worthy enough and pretty much disciplined enough to even hold on to the title for a good 1 minute. Well, I believe we're probably going to find out, well, in just in a matter of moments, because this is the main event. And round and round, Chris Danger knows when to stop. Only Dean Fisher will know. But so far, no eliminations have yet to be made. Dean Fisher over the top rope, but managed to save himself. And now over the top ropes again, and yet Dean Fisher keeps getting out of trouble. But it's looking that for Chris Danger and Dean Fisher are trying to focus on getting themselves out of the ring. But now Ryan Stone, well, never mind. And now by making Matt over the top ropes, and Matt is the first one to be eliminated from the #1 contender battle royal. Not gonna lie, I should have titled this a go home show. Oh well. For future pay-per-view beforehand, I'll do that. So now at the battle royal is down to 5. And now it's down to 4. So far, it is Lime, Paxley, and Stone. But now, it's only Ryan Stone. Well, now it's only Ryan Stone and Lucas Paxley. Well, Ryan Stone, Lucas Paxley, and a 99 overall Chris Danger, in which have been made official by Anti earlier today that Chris Danger, pretty much has been signed with the XWA under a Legends contract. Under a brand new contract, that being the YouTube, but pretty much that being the social media contract. So pretty much if there are famous social media stars, say for example, BDE, Dank Ops, technically they earn themselves a contract. And yes, but the social media championship, the social media contract can last up to a span of 3 to 5, pretty much 3 to 5 months. meaning Chris Danger will be here to stay for a little while. And just almost ago, Chris Danger almost being eliminated, and there's the super kick up and over the top rope. Ryan Stone is gone, and now this is a fight between Paxley against Danger, who will be going to Los Angeles to face off against MYS. Well, I hope it's not even one of the two men. If anything, I don't know. Will both of them even deserve my belts? So now it's almost looking at Lucas Paxley might be in control of the map, and now Chris Danger is back onto his feet. And he's looking to possibly issue a lot more damage. The suplex onto Paxley. And there goes the discus punch on that bad arm that MYS has mentioned. And that's the same arm that had a big, that had something. And now Chris Danger trying to line Paxley up and take him to the danger zone. And the danger zone connects onto Paxley. And now, well, and Chris Danger will be going to Los Angeles and facing off against MYS for the heavyweight title. And ladies and gentlemen, that will do it for the XWA, and we will see you guys in Los Angeles, California for XWA's title wave. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.